pricing here, guys. It's really reasonable. So right here in Malaga, as you can see, we are in the main kind of square. And what's really cool about this spot is we came here last year, I guess it was, and we did one of those free walking tours, which is something I like strongly suggest in any major city, because you go on a nice tour with usually amazing guides, and they take you and tell you about the history, and the kids always learn something. We usually play a game, right, girls? What do we play?
What we usually do is at the end we have to say 5 things that we've learned.
And then we treat the girls to an ice cream, so it keeps them like motivated to learn and stuff like that, especially Chloe and Angelique, and they usually pay a lot of attention. So, but it's beautiful. The streets here are absolutely gorgeous, clean, and it's just really nice. All right, so behind us there's like this really nice fountain right in the square. And last time we were here it was under construction, right?
Yeah, because they moved it from the middle of the square to the side, because all we're thinking out when they have festivals, it's not in the middle of the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. So there it is behind us. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can see like the architecture of the buildings are just really nice, really pretty, and soon you're going to see the main street here.
So here in Spain they already start like getting decorated for Christmas, because it takes them a long time, and so yeah, and then they have siestas, and then yeah, so they start now, so then it's finished on time for Christmas.
Yeah, and what do they do? It looks like they're gonna do like the whole lights and everything up there.
This is the main street, and yeah, there's usually like tons of lights and markets, and it's really nice.
All right, and at the end of the street there is a big statue, and let me think, what was the story behind the statue? Do you remember, Angelique?
They moved the king down, remember, or something like that?
I think it was a guy who worked there, or he was the workers. He was an owner of the statue at the end of the street. He was like in charge of like the labor something, or maybe he was the owner of a business. I forget the exact story, but the people were unhappy because of the way they were treated, and they literally took the statue and put it in the water, and so now there's a new statue there. Let's see, let's try it.
Okay, so like, I think it's supposed to be like
that. Well, that looked like one person. Now let's go around this way.
Then this looks like another face. Or
yeah, it does look like another face. That's cool. Okay, and then if you turn, I don't see a different face. I saw two. I saw two faces so far.
Oh yeah, no, and there's another one here.
That looks like a face there. There's his nose, and
so there's like,
or down here.
There's 4. So you see 4 different faces. There's different angles. I don't see no face.
Look through here. You see it better. See here, the nose, the mouth, his chin. Like that's kind of like his head.
Oh yeah, that's one.
And then there's his nose, and
oh yeah, so that's 4.
It's a really nice square.
So basically something that you guys may not notice right here, we're in front of a church. But this side was done.
Okay, I'll film it. Let's see. That side's totally complete.
But as you can see, on the other side, they didn't finish.
That side is missing the tower. What do you think happened, Chloe?
They didn't have enough time or something? No, they didn't have enough money. Oh yeah, they didn't have enough money.
They didn't have enough money, so they just stopped it, right? And it's still not done to this day. Do you guys remember, girls?
They say here that we can see the whole church, but at the top they didn't even say either.
This is it, from this view here.
See, so that's how it's not done. That's how it's done, and then in the middle right there is not done too. Mommy.
What was interesting about the name of it? Do you guys remember like how long the name was?
Super long. It was like a full paper. It was like la mana na 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 na
That was the name of it, right?
Yeah.
Malaga is a port city, and if you want to know a little bit of history about it, it was run by the Romans first off, and then it was taken over by the Muslims for 800 years, so quite a long time, and then finally the whatever you would call it, the crown of whoever, so basically Madrid, came over and took it back in control. And so what was interesting is right behind us, right there, you'll see it better on the other side, but that's like a big huge fortress, and the way they won it was by starving the people. So they basically stopped the supply of food from coming in, and eventually they had to surrender, so that's how they got it back. So it's pretty interesting, and here's a quick map in case you want to see what the city looks like. There we go. So there's the port right there where it says Puerto, and this is like the whole downtown is all walking area, so all pedestrian streets, and that's Malaga.
So right behind me here is a spot that has this ginormous kind of statue thingy that over 15,000 people or something like that, crazy number of people, carry on this one festival day. They have to carry it all throughout the town for this one festival, but it's like 1,000 pounds, so it's extremely heavy. So
Wow.
like they have to like carry it. Forget, right?
It's La Semana Santa, right? Where they do parades in the streets.
That's the main song.
So it's like a religious kind of thing. Yeah.
So the stuff that's behind that is some of the Roman stuff that they left behind.
What did they leave behind? What is it called, Chloe?
An amphitheater.
An amphitheater?
Yeah.
What do you think they did here then?
I don't know. Shows.
Or like gladiator kind of style thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is pretty cool.
I think it's a museum you can go in if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think you can.
Like you can walk through it, right? It looks like you can walk through it.
Yeah.
And behind is their fortress. So there's their fortress, and behind that is the sea. How about we go check that out?
Also, something that's down here are some like old, like also ancient Roman things.
Like ancient ruins. So
Yeah.
behind this glass is some.
And last time we were here, a cat somehow got down there.
What got down there?
A cat.
A cat?
Because he went through there and he went through it and he went there.
And you can see the level distance, like us compared to down there. Like
I
the
don't know if you
levels.
can see it very good because there's like all I see is you and the reflection.
Well, basically down there, like the level difference is crazy.
Oh yeah, so they built the city on top of the
Because
ruins?
like right now, if you go down, then you'll see all the ancient ruins.
Wow. So the city's totally built up then.
So basically why there's like holes in the ground a bit even lower is because it was like for the fish area. Like
Just to make fish sauce called garum.
They made fish sauce in those big holes.
Yeah.
Angelique, do you remember the story of this fortress at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the story of the fortress?
I know we went upstairs because it sat in the spot, but he talked about it.
He
And there's
talked.
ants. But I didn't know what it was.
You don't remember? Okay, I did say it in the video before, but basically what happened
Oh,
was...
it's fine. I heard you
you're...
talking about it.
Aha. Okay.
Okay, so basically, the Muslims took over for about like 700 to 800 years, and then to get rid of the war, basically they put a wall, and everyone inside they did not feed.
Well, this was the wall right
Yeah.
beside you. It's like right
the
behind
wall-
you.
So they stopped food, like the food from coming in, so then everyone would like starve
Yeah.
to death, and then eventually they just surrendered and then left.
Yeah, so they were inside the fortress here and they just couldn't fight anymore. So that's what happened. And apparently, I forget the story 100% as well, but inside to get through these walls, it's like confusing. So even if you go in to attack, then it was really hard to actually penetrate. So that's why they did that. They resorted to starving the people and eventually they
It's
gave up.
kind of rude.
Well, they had to win it back because it used to belong to them, and then it was taken over for 800 years. Imagine 800 years, it changes.
But hasn't it
didn't build the wall without them knowing.
Just in case you want to see a beautiful building, here you go. Alright, so one cool thing that you might not know about Malaga, but there is somebody famous who's from the city, and it's Antonio Banderas. So,
Ew! There's dog pee. I stepped the dog pee.
watch the streets of Malaga.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so far the streets have been super clean, so so what if you
Except for
step
where
in
we
a little
are,
dog
there's
pee?
ants everywhere.
Yeah, it's all good. That's the port over there in the distance, and where you would see cruise ships come in as well. Last time we were here, we went on the walking tour like I was saying before, and in here they have a special wine that they make from Malaga, and it's like a sweet wine, and so we tasted it. It was okay. It was like, it's a sweet wine, so if you like sweet wine,
lollipops.
they gave you lollipops. That was her highlight. Right here we have the entrance to the Picasso Museum, so if you wanted to go see a tour, apparently he's from the city, so something that's very cool. Here you have all these really cool little stores, and Julia and the girls got their little things to do flamenco. I forget what you call them, but the things that you clack together. Yeah, so the name of the place that we were just at with all the wine there, it's called
El Pimpi.
El Pimpi.
And it's right beside the Roman theater.
Yeah, it's right beside the Roman Theater in case you're here and you want to know where it is.
Okay, so this is an old theater, and back then they used to come here by their horses, right? And then when they would go in, their horses would do their business, basically. And so before they would go on stage, they would say, "Oh merde," basically means like, I don't know.
Poop.
Oh shoot.
Oh shit.
It means poop, yeah. To finish the story, so the more poop that the horses made, that's why they would say, like it was like saying good luck. And they still say that now in France and Quebec for sure, and countries. So it's like saying break a leg, but instead they would say merde in French. And the reason why they say break a leg is because if they had to do like a curtsy or a bow many times over, it was like your leg was broken. So if they'd say break a leg, or they still do, it's because you had a really good performance and people were clapping for a long time and you had to continue doing your like bowing. And so that's why those two expressions exist. So yeah, that's the theater right there.